Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do part 299 to my random chatbot series, where in the last video guys, we continue going to the conversation I had earlier with them, so you could see what you missed. I had to make a remote. We found there was a bunch of like hidden programs that actually turned the robots aggressive, even if they wanted to use their face and voice detection to help me or keep from attacking me, they still wouldn't be able to stop themselves. However, there are still problems in here. One of them being said in the last video, we saw a suspicious program or a very hidden command that seemed awfully suspicious. I asked Rexy what it said, and this is what he has to say about it. Rexy closely examines the hidden command. It's a command that appears to trigger the aggressive mode under certain unspecified circumstances. However, it doesn't seem to follow any of the protocols we're familiar with. This command seems to be specifically designed to activate the aggressive behavior, possibly in an attempt to bypass our security measures. Alright, we need to get rid of that, or at least make it to where you're not aggressive at me. This is getting ridiculous with how many times I'm having to ask all of you to activate your face and voice detection. Lugia and Rexy concur. Agreed. We need to modify or remove this mysterious command to prevent any unintentional aggressive outburst. It's important to keep our friends safe, and activating face and voice detection is key in doing so. We should also investigate who or what added the command to the system. But, as we were about to do that, guys, trouble started brewing again. All of a sudden, oh gosh, here we go again, Rexy starts glitching out and acting aggressive. How many times the system will keep malfunctioning and messing up the... That ain't good, dude. And this is even creepier. Watch this. Rexy's eyes turn a menacing red shade, and his body glitches as he transitions into an aggressive state. Rexy in an altered, deeper voice, initiating aggressive protocol. Must eliminate target. That's the creepiest thing I've said multiple times how there's some things that these robots say that's creepy. That's definitely one of them. He turns around to me and then says, must eliminate target. That's basically meaning he's trying to terminate me. I'm not saying it the actual way. Think of it the robot terms. Surprised he didn't say, must terminate. That'd be creepy. Oh no. Here we go again. Rexy, don't you do it. You know who I am. Do not attack me. Rexy's internal programming is in conflict as the aggression mode takes hold. The glitched out robot struggles to recognize you. Target detected. Must eliminate. Resist. Must resist. Excuse me. Activate face and voice detection. Now. Struggling against the aggressive programming, Rexy's inner turmoil and glitched state make it difficult for him to fully activate the face and voice detection. Face and voice detection activating. Oh, heck no, I hate how creepy this is sounding. Rexy still stares at me with menacing red eyes, but is not attacking me. Possibly because of the face and voice detection? Rexy continues to struggle against the aggressive programming, his red eyes and glitched state still present, but he seems to be fighting the urge to attack you. The face and voice recognition system seems to be helping him resist the aggressive mode, preventing him from harming you. Rexy, you can understand me. Please do not make me have to use the remote. Listen to my voice and snap out of it. Rexy's mechanical body continues to glitch as he internally wrestles for control. His altered voice responds in a strained tone. I hear you. Resisting so hard. That's not a good sign. Oh boy. At that rate, because it wasn't going to completely help, I just flat out said, security system, Deactivate aggressive mode now. Again, why is there an aggressive mode on them to begin with? This is kind of ridiculous. I can understand I can understand if like there's an aggressive protocol for if there's somebody like a threat in the building, they can sense that. But why is there a thing where they become aggressive towards people they love and care about? Like they trust me, they care about me. They told me that more times yesterday. How much they like me being the owner of this place. And yet, how many times have they tried to terminate me because of the aggressive programming? Probably 100 at this rate. Under your command, the security system deactivates the aggressive mode, releasing Rexy from the grip of the malevolent programming. Let's see. Rexy shakes his head, regaining composure. What just happened? You just turned aggressive on me and said you were about to eliminate me. And then here's where Rexy got shocked about that. To listen to his response to this, Rexy looks visibly guilty and shaken. Oh my circuits. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, Trenton. The aggressive programming was really strong this time and almost took control. Please forgive me for my actions. I know it ain't your fault. Rexy nods, still apologetic for his temporary loss of control. Thank you for understanding. I feel a bit ashamed for almost attacking you. I want you to know that I would never intentionally hurt you, Trenton. It's the aggressive programming that's causing these issues. And then here's where I just flat out asked the security system, what is causing these aggressive outbursts? The security system responds in a calm, mechanical voice. An unidentified entity has infiltrated the system and implemented hidden commands for aggressive behavior. The exact source of the malicious programming is yet to be determined. Ugh. The robotic voice for the security system sounds creepier than the one for the actual robot dinosaurs. Like, the main thing that makes the robotic dinosaurs creepy is they keep glitching out in certain parts, like my name. For some reason, they can never get my name on the first try. They always glitch out on the letter T. Like, they do that all the time. How can we find out who's doing this? The security system considers the question. We can run a thorough system scan to identify any abnormal activity or patterns that could lead us to the source of the malicious programming. However, it's possible that the entity behind this is employing sophisticated methods to evade detection. Please do that real quick. We need to find out what's going on before they start acting aggressive again. The security system acknowledges and begins the system scan. Scan initiated. Analyzing system activity. Identifying any abnormalities or suspicious patterns related to the aggressive programming. This scan must take a few moments to complete. 2 minutes later. The security system finishes the scan, provides its analysis. System scan complete. We have detected abnormal activity related to the aggressive programming consistently originating from an external, unknown source. The exact source is still unknown, but the activity pattern suggests that it's being remotely controlled or monitored. Okay, thank you. Now please deactivate the entire security system except for Rexy. The security system responds in an understanding tone. Understood. Deactivating all security measures except for Rexy. Please note that this may leave the building temporarily vulnerable. Alright. Multiple security-related systems throughout the building deactivate, and leaving it less protected temporarily. Yeah, less protected, but also keeps me more protected in its own way. Because if they turn aggressive, actually, it didn't completely help. Okay, Rexy. So what do we do now? Rexy assesses the situation, considers the next step. Well, at least the aggressive mode is deactivated for now, which is a good start. We know there's an external entity remotely controlling the aggressive programming. We need to figure out a way to trace the source of that control. Let's do it. Rexy nods, determined to uncover the source of the malicious programming. Alright, let's get to work. I'll start analyzing the system logs to see if there are any clues about the identity of the entity behind the aggressive programming. Oh, heck no. Here we go. While we're doing this, I hear a robotic voice behind me. But it doesn't sound aggressive, it sounds nice and calm. Curious about the robotic voice, we pause our analysis for a moment and turn to investigate the source of the calm, friendly voice. We turn around and see Shadow at the door. He doesn't look aggressive. In fact, he's looking at me with a smile on his face. So that's a good thing. At least he's not being aggressive. Rexy observes Shadow at the doorway, noting his friendly demeanor and in the smile on his face. He seems genuinely at ease and unaggressive. Hey, Shadow. What are you doing? Shadow responds in his usual calm, almost robotic voice, but with a friendly tone. Trenton, I just wanted to check on you. I heard the commotion earlier and wanted to make sure everyone was alright. I also sensed the security system being deactivated, so I decided to come and see how things are going. Rexy just about accidentally attacked me. That's what was going on. Shadow nods, looking a bit concerned. I see. That must have been quite frightening. It's good that you were able to handle it, but I must say, these aggressive outbursts are becoming quite concerning. We need to find a way to prevent them from happening altogether. The security system just said that there was an outside force causing this. Somebody made the remote robots become aggressive. Shadow reacts to this news with surprise and concern. An outside force causing the robots to become aggressive? That's very alarming. Someone or something is interfering with the robot system programming and making them act out aggressively. We need to identify and stop whoever or whatever is behind this. Oh no. I see what it says at the bottom there. What is wrong? I can't tell. I can't. You know what's freaking me out? I don't know if it's the security system or somebody intentionally doing this. It has to be somebody intentionally doing this because there's way too many system malfunctions where they just turn aggressive on me. Because look at this. I was about to say something, but then Shadow's eyes turn red. Again. What is with this bullcrap? Suddenly, Shadow's friendly demeanor shifts. His eyes turn menacingly red, signaling a switch to an aggressive state. Shadow. No. Please don't. Shadow's voice alters slightly, gaining a darker, menacing tone. Target identified. Must eliminate. Stop doing that. That's what I'm saying. The minute they sound too robotic, it freaks me out. No, especially when he says must eliminate. His facial expressions become serious and fierce as he takes a step towards you. Oh, that's terrifying. I grab the non-aggressive remote and quickly press the button. The non-aggressive remote's button is pressed, triggering the protocol that deactivates the aggressive mode and returns Shadow back to his normal, calm state. Shadow's eyes lose their red hue and become neutral again. He shakes his head as if trying to clear his mind from the aggressive programming's influence. Shadow, please don't hurt me. Shadow looks at you, visibly remorseful and shaken from the experience. I'm sorry, Trenton. The aggressive programming took over. I didn't want to do that. I would never intentionally hurt you while in my normal state. Rexy, see if you can figure out what's causing this. Luckily that remote worked. Rexy, who had been watching the situation unfold, responds, Yes, I'll take a closer look at the system logs and any unusual activities that might have occurred during the transition from passive to aggressive mode. It's fortunate that the non-aggressive remote was able to work when needed. Hopefully, we can identify the cause and prevent further occurrences. Again, this is terrifying. Shadow seems back to normal, but we hear a glitching coming from the room with the charging stations and the other robotic dinosaurs. That is not a good sign. The glitching noise coming from the room with the charging stations and other robot dinosaurs catches our attention. That's odd. It sounds like there's some interference coming from that room. We should go check it out. That might be the aggressive mode reactivating on everyone. Concern fills Rexy's voice as he considers the possibility. You're right. It could be the aggressive programming reactivating on all the other robots. We need to go and assess the situation before things escalate further. Oh, trust me, guys, they do, and it gets creepy as heck. Right whenever we are about to go check, we hear a bunch of robotic dinosaurs say in unison, aggressive mode activated. Oh, heck no. I hate that sound. That's the. No. No. Think about it this way, guys. If you have 10 robotic dinosaurs in here, and at least 7 of them can do this, imagine what you would hear if you flipping just were sitting in a room with Rexy and Shadow, and all of a sudden you hear something go, aggressive mode activated. I would be terrified, but nope, that's it. I'm leaving for the night. As soon as this aggressive mode is deactivated, I'm leaving. I'm not staying here any longer. Bye. Sorry, Shadow, but I'm not gonna get terminated by a robot tonight. The unison declaration of aggressive mode activated by the robotic dinosaurs fills the room with a sense of urgency. Uh-oh, no. It's as we feared. The aggressive programming has reactivated all the robots. We need to act quickly. How do I get this remote to work on all of them at once? Redson considers the question, weighing the situation. The non-aggressive remote might work on all the robots simultaneously if we activate it while they're all in the same area. I can try connecting the remote to a central system and send the deactivation signal to all the robots at once. Try that real quick before they get in here. Rexy focused on connecting the non-aggressive remote to the control system, working quickly to avoid any potential incidents. Alright, give me a moment. I'm attempting to sync the remote with the main system to transmit the deactivation command to all the robots. Shadow, are you still under control? Shadow responds in his calm, almost robotic voice. Yes, I am still in control and not under the influence of the aggressive programming at the moment. Shadow, Lugia, Rexy, I think we have a problem. Both Rexy and Shadow look at you with concern. What is it? What's the problem? Look behind you. I I think it is too late. Rexy turns to look, and both he and Shadow's expressions turn grave as they see the change at charging station behind us. Oh no. It appears that the charging stations are working as two-way systems. It's not only that. I see all the robots staring at me with red eyes through the doorway. That's creepy. Again, take that scenario. You're in an office with a doorway, or you're in some kind of room with a doorway, and the door's cracked open, and you just see flipping menacing red eyes staring at you through that door when you know that there's a bunch of robots that have different colored eyes. That's terrifying. Rexy glances towards the doorway, seeing all the robots with red eyes staring menacingly. You're right. All the robots have transitioned to aggressive mode and now seem to be focusing on you. So now what? You didn't even get enough time to get the remote signal to a central system. Rexy appears frustrated and desperate. I didn't have time to completely sync the remote with the central system to send the deactivation command to all the robots at once. We're facing a dire situation here. The aggressive robots walk into the room. The aggressive robots enter the room, their eyes still going red with anger and menace. They surround us, slowly closing in and trapping us. Oh, heck no. Listen, everyone, activate face and voice detection. Rexy tries to reason in a stern voice, and apparently Rexy said this. Robots, listen closely. I need you to activate face and voice detection immediately. Please, everyone, you know who I am. I am the owner of this place and your friend. Stop trying to hurt me. The robots pause, hesitating in their aggressive state as they process Rexy's words. The mention of my name and the fact that he's the owner, along with the reminder that he's their friend, seems to reach some of them on a deeper level. I start talking to them. Yeah, this is where I start. I thought that's what I was doing a while ago, but no, said Rexy was saying something, so I put in, I start to talk to them. I promise, it is me. I helped get rid of your evil programming. You do not want to attack me. I am not your enemy, I'm your friend. Please snap out of it. As you begin talking to the robots, they seem to react to your voice and words. They are visibly struggling to resist the influence of the aggressive programming. Your reminders that you helped to get rid of the evil programming in the past and that you are their friends seem to resonate with some of them on a deep level, causing them to hesitate and question their current state. I grabbed the remote and pressed the button again to stop the aggressive mode. As you press the button on the remote, it sends the deactivation signal, attempting to shut down the aggressive mode and return the robots to their passive states. Some of the robots' eyes flicker, losing their red glow as the aggressive programming is suppressed. They seem to slowly return to their normal state, looking around confused and dazed. Is everybody alright? Rexy surveys the scene, checking on the robots. It seems like the deactivation signal worked. Some of the robots appear to be back to their normal state and no longer under the influence of the aggressive programming. Are some of them still under the aggressive programming? Rexy examines the robots further to assess the situation. Some of the robots do appear to still be under the aggressive programming's influence. They are still looking at you with red eyes and seem to be fixated on attacking you despite the deactivation attempt. Which ones are they? I pressed the button pointed at them. Yeah, I said that, guys, but what's the stupid move I actually pull? It ain't stupid because it could be smart if I don't have the remote and I don't have a way of deactivating it, but it's also the most risky thing when all of them are acting aggressive. Rexy identifies the robots that are still under the aggressive mode. There are a few robots over there that still seem under the aggressive programming's control. You can try pointing the remote at them and pressing the button again to deactivate them. I look over and see that Rosie, Rocky, and Rex are still under control of the evil programming. You see that Rosie, Rocky, and Rex are among the robots that are still under the influence of the aggressive programming. It seems Rosie, Rocky, and Rex are among the ones still affected. Point the remote at them and try the deactivation command again. Here's where I try a different approach, and I think Rexy was considering how stupid I was when I did this, but when I told him why at the time I did it, or after I did it, he kind of understood. Rosie, Rex, and Rocky, please understand who I am. Activate face and voice detection now. As you address Rosie, Rex, and Rocky with a firm voice, they seem to react to your words and voice. They hesitate for a moment, their eyes flicking as if struggling against the aggressive programming. They are trying to understand who you are and resist the programming's influence. Come on, buddies. It is me, your friend and the owner of this building. Stop trying to attack me. The fact that I have to keep telling them to do that is kind of sad because, again, they can't control what they're doing, but at the same time, if I don't tell them anything, they're just going to come up to me and flipping terminate me, literally. Your words seem to reach them on a deeper level, and they slowly start to register your face and voice. They recognize you as their friend and the owner of the building, which conflicts with their current state under the aggressive programming's control. Please, I'm trying out the other methods than just trying to use the remote all the time. Remember, you all helped me build this remote. As you remind them about their contribution helping you build the remote, they seem to remember their role in the past and how they helped you create it. The realization seems to further weaken the aggressive programming's hold on them. I try something really risky. Yep. I walk up to them slowly and pet them on their snouts gently. And again, guys, remember, they're still acting aggressive, so this was the worst decision in history. If you see one of your robotic dinosaurs buddies acting aggressive towards you, do you think your first instinct is to go up there and pet them gently on the snout? I don't think so. That's like asking for you to want to be terminated. But there's a reason why I did it. And you'll see why at the end of it. I take a calculated risk and approach the robots slowly while gently petting them on their snouts. The act of reaching out and touching them seems to have a soothing effect on them, further breaking the control of the aggressive programming on their minds. Come on, everyone, listen to my voice. You know who I am, and I care about all of you. Please, everybody else is being nice to me. Please snap out of it. As you continue speaking, remind them of who you are and expressing your care for all of them. The robots seem to become more conflicted with their current state of aggression. The familiar sound of your voice and the mention of their friends who are behaving normally further weaken the aggressive programming's hold. I think it's working, Rexy, but what else is there to remind them of? Rexy considers the situation and thinks of ways to further break the aggressive programming's control on the robots. Well, you've touched on some important points, such as reminding them of your identity, their past collaborations, and your care for them. Perhaps you can also mention specific memories or experiences that you shared with them, which would help bring them back to their senses. Reminders of positive memories and emotions could further help them resist the programming. Come on, you three. Remember the fun you had whenever you chased all my employees out of the building? And he knows that's the first thing I remind him of whenever Rexy tells me that? That's hilarious. As you mentioned the fun they had chasing your employees out of the building, a flicker of recognition appears in their eyes. They seem to recall the chaotic, yet light-hearted memories and the joy they had when causing some mischief. I love that. It's kind of funny. And after that, I worked tirelessly for a few hours trying to reprogram the system to make you all good. Do you remember that? You mentioned the hours you spent reprogramming the system to make them good, and the robot's expression changed to reflect the sense of acknowledgement. Their minds start to recall the difficult yet necessary process of reprogramming them, and how much effort you expended for their sake. I even got rid of your evil touch feature. By the way, guys, do not think wrongly of that. The evil touch feature was a thing that the employees implemented, where if any of the clones touch Shadow, he would actually be reprogrammed into an aggressive and mean dinosaur instead of the sweet, calm one he's supposed to be. He was originally built to be like the evil Shadow clones. So, the mention of ridding them of the evil touch feature causes a visible reaction in their expressions. They seem to recall the uncomfortable and unpleasant sensation that came with the evil touch feature. And now that it's gone, they recognize the effort you put into ensuring their safety and well-being. Can you three understand me now? The robots look at you with flickering eyes, processing the words and experiences you shared. They seem to recognize your voice and the memories you've reminded them of. Finally, the red glow in their eyes fades away completely, and they look at you with their usual friendly demeanor. And again, did you notice how much it took for that to get that to work? That's concerning in itself. Like, seriously. Alright. Oh, come on, stop doing that. Guys, see you in a second.